honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check 52 to Mike. I'm scared. Slam.
Turbo's out.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And this one's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, 53.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running, it's Drake. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Like 20.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Rams 10, Dolphins 0.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. On 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. He was looking that time for Stills.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back go. Like 20.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Gurley again here on first down. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And a cut. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd and short, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. It's complete. Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season. In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And Stills bringing it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Brady. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In on second down, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Brady. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They run it with Balaj. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky. Could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Gurley. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rip left, rip left. Shell. Hey, 76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Check. Lucky.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Brady now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's going.
Again they run with Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll look to run with Henderson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Los Angeles, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.